Welcome back to Twisted Marathon, where we are rolling right along into Head On. But first, I would like to announce that I did get another anonymous $10 donation towards the GoFundMe. Absolutely thrilled to have seen that. So, again, if you would like to support something that is very important in my life, feel free to check out specific details and maybe contribute if you'd like to a link that I'm currently looking up because I accidentally copied over it. There we go. Enjoy this demo. And there's the link. Check that out in chat or in the video description if you'd like to do something to help me out immensely. For now, Twisted Metal Head On. And something I learned last time I played Head On the PSP was if I play the music of a band called Level, my audio will be content ID'd. And I will have to spend a very long time censoring it out of the VOD. So, I've muted the music. Let's see who we get to play as this time in sullen silence. Let's, since I have this ready. Bit of a temp track. Oh, and hey, I settled on the exact character I was going to play as. Twister happens to be one of my favorite characters to play as in this game. So, I figured I'd finally treat myself to a nice Twister playthrough. Could once again have gone with the boss. Cousin Eddie, Darktooth. Would have really sped things up. But I prefer Twister. Miranda's twin sister, Amanda. She competed in Twisted Metal 2 and went missing. Turns out, she went into the Jurassic period and got stomped by a dinosaur. It's a tragic twist. But she's going to ask for what Axel did not ask for. She's going to have her sister return to her, alive and well. So there you go, you can just wish for a loved one back. If you have a modicum of common sense. Which apparently Miranda Watts does. We certainly hope all goes well for her. It's probably, like, smart, if you're going to be a race car driver, to be extraordinarily light. Sort of like how jockeys are tiny, microscopic people. Horses tend to be a little less powerful than vehicles, but it probably does still provide a benefit. Right there, I pulled the trigger on my controller. You don't want to do that on the PSP because the PSP does not have triggers. And I'm playing an emulated version of this game. And the end result is that it disables the frame limiter, causes me to lose control and take a tremendous amount of damage. And now I can't kill the band Level, because all of my remote bombs were collected and then destroyed when I died. So how am I gonna kill this band? There's a remote bomb. You're done for, Level. Gotcha. Now, can switch out the audio. One second, and... excellent. This game's superb soundtrack can commence once more. I also think Level is a perfectly fine band. I don't think they're good, but I also don't think they're bad. I just can't play them anymore because they are attempting to make a big comeback, and as a result, their music has become extremely monetized. Even a hint of the chords of any of their songs, that'll get you knocked right out. Trying to manipulate the controls in a way that will cause me to succeed in this car combat. There we go, that's what you want to see. 36 points of damage. That's pretty ridiculous for a single use of a special. Twister is fairly effective, but extremely low armor, we've seen. I looked away for 1 second and I blew up. So let's get ourselves a target. Badly hurt them with our special. I hope. The special doesn't last for very long. I remember it lasting longer, and thus making it easier to scoop people up. But that might have been a change that they made when they made the PlayStation port. The PS2 port, specifically. Because this is still a PlayStation game. Holding enemies only seems to add a little bit of damage, whereas getting them in the twister at all deals the vast majority. Which is neat. Any hit you score is going to be pretty effective then. I would prefer not to die here. I do have a lot of weapons. That would be great to drag over into the next level. But if I'm going to die, there's a good place to do it. It would be weird if they made Twister's twist last for a shorter period of time, and then they sped up Slam's special. Or rather, they would have made Twister's special last longer, but Slam's last shorter, which would have opposite effects to one another. Like, they're not just visual, that does dramatically impact the mechanical efficacy of both specials when such changes are made. In particular, Mr. Slam special was very, very easy to chain together basically forever on the PS2 version. It was actually kind of busted. That is some good honky-tonk music. Gotta approve. Might as well launch another special for 7 points of damage. Someone died. yeah, I took out everybody. Nice. Sound effects, this is being played on an emulator. There is, to this day, no known way to get the majority of the sound effects in this game to work properly on an emulator. It's a known issue, has been throughout the history of this emulator. Definitely unfortunate. Specials still seem to make the correct sound effect. Everything else doesn't work. See right there. Special. Making a sound effect. Yeah, in general, this is a very good video game soundtrack. I said Small Brawl is a contender for the best. This is also a contender for the best in the series, as far as soundtracks are concerned. Back to back, too. Twisted Metal series was on a real tear as far as high-quality soundtracks. And it pretty much always has been. There's not a Twisted Metal game with a bad soundtrack. They're all exemplary. There we go. You hammer the accelerator. Break out of a freeze more quickly. No audio feedback, because there's no audio feedback on anything. Tragically. Okay, I tried to use the shield, but I did not have enough energy left. I have a feeling that keeping our upgrades is going to be quite difficult, because this vehicle is very, very fragile. PSP version definitely runs very smoothly. It is in native widescreen. They actually squared it off into 4:3 for the PS2 release. And personally, I do think Twisted Metal games run better in 4:3. They give you a greater forward field of view, like above the vehicle. But the difference is minimal. And people seem to prefer widescreen for whatever reason. That's one I don't really get. Like, obviously HD objectively superior to SD. I do appreciate SD graphical styles, but they are definitely not, like, good. Much as I like them. But 4:3 has its uses, and has still been made completely obsolete. I don't really know why. Stuck on a wall. Having a real hard time. Because this vehicle's very, very fast. So if you're not aimed in the exact right direction, you do sort of get stuck. It's a good thing the PSP has such a really rock-solid emulator. Whoever did the work to make that happen was putting that work into a good project, because the PSP is very hard to come by these days, the actual hardware. And even if you do, the consoles themselves were burning out because their batteries had a limited lifespan on them, and that lifespan is come and gone. So if you have a functional PSP, you are in possession of an extremely rare artifact. And there's a good chance it will not stay functional for that much longer, unless you get into some pretty complicated repairs. So, the PSP desperately needed an emulator, or all of its exclusive games would be gone forever. And it got that good emulator. I don't like the name of the emulator. It's PPSSPP, which is not the best name in the world. But what's in a name? Would an emulator by any other name, etc. Here's the environmental attack that is a reference to Twisted Metal 2. The environmental attack in Twisted Metal 2 that you'll never use because it doesn't work. The game did hang there for a second, I'm not sure why. It's not like it was switching music tracks, which always causes the game to hang. Not a big deal, though. I don't think I've lost a single frame in the stream since Twisted Metal Black, but I lost 17,000 frames in a matter of minutes. No idea what happened there. Just weird internet service spike. Definitely a good thing I decided to locally record that game. I am frozen. Not thrilled about that reality. Definitely not used to damage values being this low in this game. Five damage for a napalm. That is not enough. If you get like a really good solid hit, you can definitely get a lot more than 5, but it still only gets into the double digits, barely. Right there, it did seem like Mr. Slam grabbed Twister right as Twister started twisting Mr. Slam, which should have hurled both of us into space. The way that Crusher grabbing Augur, as they both grabbed each other, hurled them into space. That burger over there, it's just bigger. That's all you need to know. It's a bigger burger. What more do you want out of life? The biggest burger? Probably. Surely that is forthcoming. First, we need to kill everybody. Then we can have the biggest burger. Ooh. Another gift sub. Excellent. Thank you for that parting gift, Pizzerato. So now I have to beat Head On, Lost, and the longest game in the series, 2012. What could go wrong? He's still alive. This is getting ridiculous. He's finally dead. I'm dead. God. Oh well. That took a very long time, too. So close to the end, too. So this is a pretty slow-paced Twisted Metal game. And I don't think I ever played as Twister on the PSP version before. I was curious what differences there would be. I also specifically wanted to play the PSP version rather than the PS2, because I'm playing these games in chronological order. The PSP version came out years before the PS2 one. This is very much the next game chronologically. Oh. Mr. Slam has priority. Priority grab. I know that now. My grab clearly pales in comparison. Oh, the full health is gone. So I gotta live with that fact now. You definitely see why they dramatically increased damage values when they ported the game. Looks like 13 is the base damage you can deal, simply by making contact with the Twister. I knew I was gonna get zapped. Ah. I did expect it to eventually stop zapping, which was a big mistake on my part. Switch to the Swarmer. The weapons can only be switched in one direction in this game. Actually, you can hold the weapon switch button, and then I think you use the directional inputs to switch whatever way you want, but I never do that. Oh. That'll do. Okay, Mr. Slam is a gigantic problem, because this is before his grab was nerfed. And he is ridiculously deadly. And he has an impossible amount of HP. Which does kind of suck. Yeah, I don't know, maybe the game balance of this game is just bad. There we go. 35 damage. Clearly that'll be enough. We are still getting down and dirty. I can't believe I didn't get zapped. One down. I think I can... they keep freezing me. Which is not as frequent an issue in the PS2 version either. 4 damage out of a napalm. Well then. Yeah, I think this version might just be bad. This PSP version. At least if you're going to play as Twister. So... I'm going to make an unprecedented decision and swap us out here. PS2 Ahoy. And we'll be able to jump right into, that's not the right button. Jump right into Lost when the time comes for that. How long is it going to say snapshot taken? Okay, it's done. Right back to work. So we did learn the important fact that the PSP version is rough. In some places. This version does have damage values that are absolutely through the roof, maybe too high. It seems like the duration of the tornado is more or less identical. Level doesn't have to die, because if you skip the cutscene, level stops playing. That is not the case on the PSP version. Technically, it's a glitch. Look at how far the camera zooms out when you are twisting. It's pretty satisfying. And the sound effects work properly. Yeah, as much as I like the PSP version for all its differences and stuff, I think I might have to retire it. Simply because the gameplay design is pretty weak. Good to know. One of the big problems here in this game, though, is you do have to quit back to the main menu in order to reset your lives. They do not recover automatically. Which is kind of annoying. But relatively not as big a deal as not being able to hurt Mr. Slam, who can very much hurt you. Collecting our upgrades. Killing Grasshopper. And moving right along. I should just reflexively save between every level. Because if I forget, I won't be able to reload my lives. And sometimes I get overconfident, because this is an easy game. PSP version can be made difficult. This is still pretty easy, no matter how you're playing it. Good solid 36 damage hit. Which seems to amount to more, like, relative percentage points of a person's health bar. In this version, I don't know if that's actually accurate, or if they have the exact same health and number between versions. Uh-oh. Sliding around on my side. Took a long time to right myself. They do clearly still freeze you just as often as they ever did. These levels are like the perfect size, whereas most of Twisted Metal 4, the levels are way too big. Here, all the levels are very big, but they feel very full. And they're definitely not too big. I don't think. Especially if you have a very, very, very fast car. Then you can get wherever you need to go. In an instant. You're never hurting for targets. 25 damage on remote bombs. That remote bomb would have done nothing on the PSP version. Its damage drop-off is very, very instantaneous. I think Axel can be annihilated with a single hit. Or I can. Fair enough. Did Axel die as well? No, his dot is still there on the map. No, he must have died as well. I was looking at Shadow's dot on the map. Double kill somehow. Oh, frozen out of my special. I hate when that happens. It's bad enough to get frozen, but to waste a special while you're being frozen just amplifies the irritation factor. Blasted everybody. Axel's upgrade point should be somewhere, but I don't know where I killed Axel, because I died in the exact same instant. It was a little bit chaotic. That's what I was waiting for. There's a nice upgrade point. Take it. I will attempt not to die for a while. Gotcha. Gotta make sure to save, because I have no extra lives. And let's see. Neither of these particularly matters. I feel like Egypt will be stronger for Twister here. Simply because we'll be able to get around very, very easily. And enemies won't. So we can get out of hotspots and find fresh targets pretty much constantly. Got 3 that time. 54 damage is pretty good for a single use of a special. Probably stop bombing myself. It's not the kind of vehicle that benefits from those strats. Uh-oh. You don't want to go in the Sarlacc pit. They will be all too happy. Set off that tornado. Then you'll be the one getting twisted. That is the last thing you want. Go. On top of things, I'm a little light on weaponry, but it's all over the place. Now, I think something I did earlier was grab someone and break them out of the twist by ramming them into something in the environment, and then drag them back in. to hit multiple times with a single use of the special. It's a little bit unclear if that's exactly what happened. And even if it did, it might not have actually stacked the damage from the special multiple times. It did seem like that's what happened, though. I like the idea of driving a vehicle like Twister on sand, which is impossible to the point of absurdity. Humorous absurdity. Hell yes. 7-month streak from my first ever Twitch subscriber. Excellent time to be doing it, I think. Thank you very much, Dravenlock. Back on the wheels, and another one down. I turned the wrong way. Probably my own fault. That's the armor upgrade that I desperately need. Now, that was the husk of a vehicle, which did not require me bombing it. Not much was accomplished by my doing that. And we got the special upgrade. They're maxed out. Which, as we know, sort of makes a vehicle preposterously overpowered. It's a good thing the full health refill was available, because it often doesn't spawn in. Or possibly an enemy grabs it off screen, but most of the time, I know for a fact it just never spawned in. Because I'll go right for it at the very beginning of a level. Just to see. And it won't be there. So yeah, hopefully now, we'll have a nice, fast, clean playthrough. Make up for the failed attempt at a playthrough on the PSP version. I've even got a fire missile now. Speed things up further. Save the game. Of course. But I would prefer at this point to never die again. And it's going to start me off with my special selected and 5 enemies hurtling towards me. I should be able to deal lethal damage to all of them immediately. Let's try it out. I'm gonna see how quickly I can tap the fire button. Not quite lethal. 120 points of damage, though, is the most I've ever done in a single attack, to the best of my recollection. Beautiful. That is one of the coolest looking things I've ever seen in any Twisted Metal game. Is Twister with that many enemies stacked up, all of them constantly exploding. Because that's the visual effect of using the upgraded special. It essentially doubles your damage to have the upgrade, which makes it a pretty solid upgrade. They're behaving in a rather obnoxious manner, which has prevented me from killing any of them. Why do they shield? That doesn't help anybody. Just a waiting mechanic. Load up on weapons for free. Or a turbo refill. Our machine gun upgrade tears these poor guys apart. Gene Ruddish chunks all over the LA River. They don't stand a chance. Until our machine gun overheats, obviously. One more ATV. Get out of my face. Meet Cousin Eddie. Yeehaw! Come on, let's get them, boys. And indeed they do. And just about back in business. I should probably go for the full health refill as well. Now, did I kill the top hillbilly? Oh, there's no full health refill here. The top hillbilly did die. Gotta get my health all the way up into the blue, beyond even the green. I'm that greedy when it comes to health hoarding. Still not blue. Uh-oh. What do we got here? 15% health. That's what I needed. Two more hillbillies over here. And they're still over there. Can I get the full health refill now, please? I've been good all year. No. Santa Calypso says no. The ground-based health refills have started to respawn, at least. Still no music. Poor Cousin Eddie. His radio broke. His voice broke. In just 3 short years, he lost access to all sound. You don't want to be in front of this thing, because it'll ram you to death. So let's see. Yeah, it gets ridiculously fast in the second phase. Gotcha. You can grab this thing from so far away. Which is kind of broken. Onward. to, I guess, the Roman ruins. I honestly forgot what level is next. The next, like, 4 levels are kind of a blur for me. I don't even know why. They're good levels. I do tend to forget which order the levels come in Twisted Metal 2 and 3 as well. The whole world tour thing, there's no real logical progression. Because they're ultimately just arbitrarily chosen locations throughout the world. Based on what they wanted to show off when they were designing the levels. So they don't really stick in my head. Quite the same way that Twisted Metal Black and some of the other games do. I do like when they do the world travel games, though. That was a good addition that they added in Twisted Metal 2. Not just having it take place in one city from beginning to end. There we go. Much needed health refill. There's also some underground that I'm going to go get. Because there's already only 3 enemies left, so... level probably won't be lasting much longer. The more health I have, the more aggressive I can be. With my 6 napalms. There's the ridiculous slam special, which is dramatically less broken than the one in the PSP version, at least. I mean, it looks more broken, but the way it functions makes more sense. And I, surprisingly, can't get health refills without turbo, even in a very fast car. Ah, frozen. Bombed. Why wasn't I using my special? My special would have torn them apart. Didn't think that through. But I will get all my upgrades back when I load this save file. At least I should. It's usually how it works. Let's scoop everybody up in a nice, safe twister. I lost all my upgrades. No, I didn't. I still got my upgrades. It seemed like I did, because I was not getting the explosions inside my twister funnel. But that's because I had no victims. Victims are an essential part of the twister recipe. Oh, my weapons are completely full up. What a tragedy. Got too many weapons. Definitely a good time to go for the full health. Again. Where is it? It's been collected. Did I do that? I don't even remember. Plenty of other health refills available. Just shut up the automated voice. Ah, froze it out of my special again. And then immediately back into it. As soon as the freeze ends. Fair enough. Where even are the turbo pickups in this level? Can't seem to get my turbo back. There's one up there. I don't think there are any on the ground floor. That must be why I keep running out. Weapons bay still full. I keep firing weapons and my weapons bay remains full. Checking how quickly our health refills will reappear. Hammerhead's gone. There we go. They crashed into each other, which gave me the perfect opportunity to grab them. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Not that 15% is enough. It's a start, though. The health refill over here should be back. Considering the one in the center of the arena has respawned like 3 times since that one was last grabbed. Yeah, the machine gun tears people to pieces. Everyone's good and dead. Gotta make sure to save. Always very important. And then, doesn't matter. This is, I'm gonna say... We talked about the Greece music earlier. I would normally say Russia. But I did show off Greece when I did the Let's Play because it makes the most sense. So I probably should have done Russia instead, but... Furthermore, whatever. You get to hear the cool music. Not that the Russia music is uncool, but I definitely think the Greece music is way better. I am already going to go for the full health refill. I don't trust our longevity at yellow health. I think the Grease theme, like the default one, this is like the remix thing. Pretty sure the one from the PSP is still in the PS2 version somewhere, but I admittedly can't recall hearing it. But the one from the PSP version sounds like a James Bond spy theme. It's like really, really good. This one is heavily klezmer based. You don't get a lot of action klezmer. And this might be the reason why. I'm going to want to break from combat as soon as I get this guy dead. Uh-oh. This is a major GTFO moment. Why is there a dead end here? Okay, turbo, very good. Did survive long enough to get the health refill. Much to my own surprise. Zeus can't get me. I have the power of Mercury. I still got immediately exploded. For some reason, I thought Sweet Tooth was the Twisted Metal Black version of Outlaw. Took me a surprisingly long time to realize that was an ice cream van, not a SWAT van. Uh-oh. Frozen, less than ideal. Here it is. The bass solo. That indicates the good Grease music. So normally this would be the song you would hear first, and it would switch over to the one we just heard. This game does it in reverse. Oh, I don't even know what got me there. Damn. But yeah, I would agree that this is like right there next to Vampire's Teeth for best songs in this game. And most games, for that matter. Now it doesn't matter if I die. Nothing to lose. No full health either. I think we're going to be going to Monaco next. It's not exactly a difficult level, but I don't have anything going for me. My vehicle is stuck upside down. Another one out of here. Gotta get our health refills. Without the armor upgrade, they are even more essential. Uh-oh. That's not ground. I don't have to hammer the attack button anymore. Where's he going? And the environmental attack doesn't appear to have done anything, tragically. Mr. Grimm is teleported. I think he teleported away and then back. For some reason. I grabbed him. I dealt 1 damage. Oh, and then immediately exploded. Once again, no idea what got me. Oh, the shields. So many shields. This is why I don't play any other Twisted Metal game on hard difficulty. They shield so much. I am going to quit to menu. Load my lives right back up. Before we get to Monaco. Home turf for Twister. Not seeing any victims in the area, so I'm just gonna immediately blow up this building. set that up for later. Okay, I definitely knocked Roadkill out of my tornado. And then should have grabbed him again with the tornado. That didn't seem to happen. Gonna overheal myself unnecessarily. And look for, yeah, the swarms. Hoping that they meet a target. They did something. There we go. For some reason, my remote bomb exploded the instant I put it down, which caused me to get hit by it. I don't know if the button double tapped. I didn't mean to press it twice. Maybe I dropped it so close that it exploded on impact. Destroyed Roadkill, you say? I thought that was, Outlaw. That's what I know. I don't know. Outlaw's definitely still alive. Sensory overload. That's how you could pretty much describe the entire Twisted Metal series. Let's see. Yeah, that is where the overhang is that has a health refill on top of it. But not the right spot. Okay, surprisingly those did count as hits. They do give you a lot of leeway as far as the hitbox of your tornado when it comes to grabbing people. Clearly, I need it. RAM upgrade, not very useful. Uh-oh. I got grass hopped. There's a health refill in the casino. The hilariously shoddy casino. Like, Monaco is one of the places best known for their casinos in the entire world. Imagine if this was the extent of their casino scene. And people traveled the world to see their, 5 slot machines, handful of roulette tables, and exploded Formula 1 racer. Uh-oh. Crashed into a wall. Not sure where your Grasshopper's trying to go here. I don't care for it. Now you go in the water. Everyone dies. Even Twister. Definitely gotta save as we head to Transylvania next. Oh yeah. That was interesting. It started the Transylvania music, canceled it, and immediately went to Vampire's Tears. I don't know if that's anticlimactic or an improvement. Many would say the latter. Isn't the health refill? There it is. Missed it on my way over here. I think I called it Vampire's Tears. Had that in my head instead of Vampire's Teeth this whole time. Chad is thrilled to hear Vampire's Teeth. Every emote in the book. Let's attempt to head off Grasshopper, but her movements are so unpredictable. Couldn't get much purchase. Why did I go invisible? Yeah. Yeah, it's been about 10 hours there. And we've been fueled entirely by generous donations, like that one. Clearly. And excellent music. Because as noted, basically every Twisted Metal game has excellent music. This one especially. Made it in. Excellent. Was not sure I'd get enough propulsion off the ramp. Glad that I did. Uh-oh, someone's right on my tail. Someone still right on my tail. Really, really trying to rear fire here. There we go. It's down, up, down, down? Yeah, down, up, down, down to rear fire in this game. It's the only game in the entire series like that. And the PSP version, it is the typical left, right, down to rear fire. That is why I rarely rear fire in this game. That, and I do like to, see people get hit with the explosions. It's a big part of the reason to be playing the game at all. You get surrounded so easily in this level. It's weird, it's a gigantic level, but everyone is always right on your back. Even in an extremely fast car like this one. Speed is my whole thing, and everyone seems to be as fast as I do. Rubber banding, I tell ya. Uh-oh. Almost hurled myself off a bridge. It's fine. Should probably teleport back to the main castle. People are coming to join me. I was ready for them. One remains. This vehicle does have Twisted Metal like 3 levels of weightlessness. Twister here. The lightest tap flips us over. But there we go, we got our special weapon upgrade. We're doing good. I blazed through Small Brawl, so that if you were gonna miss anything of this marathon, I'm afraid that's the one you were going to miss. That ended up being a very, very quick playthrough. And it was so important. The way it's barely even actually a Twisted Metal game. Yeah, got Sweet Tooth. It seems like a bad thing when I bonk them on stuff. Because then I can't get additional damage by hammering the attack button, thanks to the upgrade. And they can retaliate. Because they're back on their wheels. Spectre's got the right idea. Use the swarmers. Brace the swarm. I mean, they're called swarm missiles. I don't think they're called swarmers. Or the other way around. They are called swarmers. And I'm thinking of Warhawk. Are they called swarm missiles? One way or the other. No matter what, I need to get the hell off this street and over to the full health. Oh, is it missing? Brutal. Plenty more health where that came from, though. Gotta hammer the attack button. Up to a nice even 50 DPS. It definitely took much longer than a second to deal that 50 damage. Hence, not DPS, but 50 damage regardless. Can't take that away from me. Turbo has proven to be surprisingly essential, even in our very, very fast vehicle. Oh, I got sniped. Everyone very eager to take me out. Ah, and freeze me, ruin my specials, ruin all my fun. Oh, I have no extra lives. That's gonna be a problem. Potentially. Because the remaining enemies are not near death. Not even close. Using the teleporter, always a horrible idea, but I always go for it. If anything, at least shield yourself if you're going to try and use the teleporter, because it provides no safety whatsoever. Just locks you in place. Two enemies left, but I think at least one of them has way too much HP. Mr. Grimm is not that one. officially Swarmer missiles. Now we know. Uh-oh. I almost went into the minigame. That is a fate worse than death. You do not want to snipe Sweet Tooth heads in the subway. That is one of the more interesting minigames, but it's also pretty difficult. Frozen again. Man, freezes last a long time. They always feel like they last even longer when they allow you to hammer your way out of them. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I did lose most of my upgrades, though. Gonna hop back to the main menu. Although, if I die, I'm in a lot of trouble, because then the final boss, I will have no upgrades. So I will endeavor not to die, but we'll see. That has sort of been what I've been trying to do this whole run. Results have been mixed. There is sort of an inherent flaw to the way our special just sort of locks us into a specific activity for a super long time. By its very nature, it works against us. Pretty good start. And an armor upgrade. Love to see that. Especially because it means we are close to our special upgrade as well. There it is. Sweet Tooth and Grim got each other's backs as co-protagonists of this entire franchise. I need to find that rooftop. Hope that the health refill is still sitting there. And it is. Someone's always waiting to hit me with a free shot and then drive away. Honestly, at least there's that second step. Uh-oh. Okay, they did drive away once again. Rough. But still alive. Got a shield. No turbo. Ah, I hurled myself over the edge. Ah. Damn it all. Twister's acceleration through the roof. I'm still finding it very hard to control, even after all this time. The hell you at, Sweet Tooth? Oh, what the hell was that? Whatever. Somehow I lifted myself off the ground. And just drove right over the edge. Mr. Grimm is at the top of the tower. Refusing to engage. And he teleported back, rather than just drop down. I just have the RAM upgrade. I think I'll get the machine gun upgrade as well. Ultimately, I should not have saved and just reloaded. But trying to keep this legit. Unwisely. Darktooth cackles his way into action. And the bongos begin. Bongos that strike fear into the hearts of everyone who hears them. It is hilarious. Scoop him up. Our damage output leaves a lot to be desired. I always remembered Darktooth falling apart, like, immediately. Surprisingly fast most of the time. Snipe him with a rear view. Scare him away from me. Yeah, he's good and dead. At least we got the machine gun upgrade. That'll probably get us through the first phase nice and quick. Then, I don't even know what I'm going to do with the final phase. I'm curious to see what our special will do to Tower Tooth. Probably something. Let's try and twist this sucker up. It looks like nothing is happening. No, it slams him into a wall for 18 points of damage. That's pretty good. And it might be possible that this is one of the specials that, even if you use it on the base of the tower, will hit the top during the second phase. I can certainly hope. Although I don't think I'm going to get close enough to use the special during the second phase. That would be quite unwise. It is unwise to be this close, even right now. I'll just stroll away. Napalms are not going to help. There's our guy. And he's invincible. He seems confused. Drunk on ice cream. Which is an actual joke in Rocco's Modern Life. Dilbert has his bachelor party at an ice cream parlor. Because that's child booze. Uh-oh, that's my special. Don't want that. I want Tower Toot to continue being baffled and unable to figure out what to do with his life. But I did sort of run out of ammo. Uh-oh. He broke out of his cycle. I was not ready for that. So... it's not going to be all easy. Just mostly easy. I think what I want to do now is head back to higher ground. Try and line up a shot. Looks like I can even hit him with bullets when I'm on the higher ground. It's unshielded. I think he got some health refills. But yeah. Looks like there's a bit of an exploit here. Where you can just sort of hang around in this area. And he doesn't really know what to do. Got him. It did not do any damage. But that death does refill my weapons. You got a little bit of HP back. I guarantee he's gonna shield. No, he didn't shield. This time he's gonna shield. It wouldn't have mattered. But he's dead. Look at that. Once again, accidentally skipped the ending cutscene where the tower collapses in on itself. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I guess that's a simple way to beat the final boss. Confuse his AI and make him pace back and forth, helplessly.
Hold it right there! Where is she?
I'm sorry, my dear. Where is who?
My sister. I know she competed in Twisted Metal a few years back, and no one has heard from her since. You better talk, and talk fast.
Ah, yes. Your sister Amanda. Yes, she was a truly great competitor. In fact, if I remember correctly, Amanda won the year she competed.
If she won, where is she?
She's gone to a better place.
You killed her.
No, I didn't kill her. I fulfilled her dream. If she is dead, it is beyond my knowledge.
I'll kill you!
Calm down, dear. Remember that you have a prize of your own to claim.
You're right. I can simply wish to have my sister return to me and repair any damage you might have done.
So, your wish is?
I wish for my sister to be returned to me this instant, and she better be alive.
Granted.
What's going on?
Amanda?
Miranda, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, I missed you so much.
Still don't get why Mr. Grimm had to just sort of arbitrarily show up there. Even he seems confused as to what's going on when he gets suddenly yanked into existence. Just to die. Unsaved progress doesn't matter in the slightest. But whatever. Apparently, yeah, Twister did win Twisted Metal 2 if she did go back in time. But if she went back in time, that undid the fact that she won Twisted Metal 2. Time paradox. There we go. Nice work, Twister. Fun run. So much better than the busted-ass PSP version. So, I think pretty much gonna roll right into Twisted Metal Lost. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Twisted Marathon continues. Literally right now.